Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, how to play when you've never played before. My name is Maya and I think the title is not correct anymore, because if you've made it to this episode, we're already at episode 8, I don't think you can say about yourself anymore that you have not played this game. Today we're going to discuss how to handle when we set our citizens' reactions too hard. And also we are still auto-buying all our used food and things like this. How do we stop that? Because auto-buying also costs money. So let's first look at the settings at where we are at now. We have our citizens' reactions too small, so let's upgrade those to hard for this session. I also want to talk a little bit about the night and day side. You can have always day, static some and moving some. Well, these options make that you can have a sunset in your game, but also that it sometimes rains in the game, where your vehicles will move slower. And also that there is an actual nighttime, which they have improved a lot, so it's not that dark, but for me, for YouTube, nighttime is not really suitable. In nighttime you use a little bit more of energy because of the extra street lights and things like this. So I'm going to keep this always day. Then we also have the global events, which don't do a lot at the moment. You know, at best there are some price changes on your raw materials or what you sell, but I do think they will change this a lot. And the complex traffic simulation we will cover in the next episode. So we're going to save the settings here, and so now our citizens' reactions are on hard. So what does that mean? They are a lot more cranky. It's generally what it means. If there isn't enough healthcare, if there isn't enough food, no meat, no clothes, they will react a lot harder than they do respond at this moment. I think for us, in order to really monitor and also to better monitor our citizens' reactions, we might be well off with creating a city hall. This is your city hall, and I want to explain this in a moment. Let's put it here for now. I'm thinking this is too close, but then the footpaths would be really lined up. Well, let's do it like this. And I wanted to auto build this because we are still auto building. So let's buy this. And I'm not used to auto building, as you can see. Auto build this. So, and we need to have some like so. No, like so. A little bit. So. Well, we are waiting for the accounting office to be finished, which is almost. The accounting office gives you information about your city or village. Once you have enough workers in the accounting office, you can, instead of what we see here on population statistics and here on economy and trade, well, a little bit of that is also in the accounting office. This is for your whole republic, where this is only for this area. So I'm hoping that there are enough people, yes. So now we can see our actual population here, which obviously is the population of the whole republic. But you can also see the average productivity on this area and lifespan in this area, and from city to city this changes. So by just having this, and imagine we would have more cities, you can very easily see what the people are unhappy about. So let's let this run for a while, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the auto importing, because we're still auto buying the food and the clothes and electronics and the meat. And well, that is nice. If you look here, let me go to all. We already, for the import of resources, have paid over 100,000 rubles of delivery costs. Well, what are the delivery costs? If I auto build here, the game will calculate a delivery cost from the nearest border. So that's here relatively quite cheap. But if you are building in the center of your map, all the borders are quite a long distance away, so the delivery cost will get more and more expensive. Well, to kind of fix that, they invented distribution offices, which we already discussed, and this is also the reason why I built a little bit of a bigger distribution office, because we can use this to import food and clothes from the border and deliver them to our shopping mall. So how do we do this? Well, let's talk about vehicles. We have a number of vehicles. We have a covered hull. Covered hull do for food. It transport alcohol, it transport food, and it transport clothes, and chemicals and electric components, and this is all for later. We have our dry bulk, which we need if you want to import cement, because we need cement to create concrete. We have our dumper, which has the gravel and the coal ore and the iron ore and all the really raw materials. We can also create planks and boards, and those are created from wood. And wood, you can create a forest, and these vehicles, you can see here the felled tree capacity in the middle of this window, speed level 20. This is how fast those vehicles can get the wood out of the forest into your processing plant. So we can also transport oil, bitumen and fuel, and this one is very often used for steel, aluminum, wood and all those building materials mostly. Open hulls are also used, and let me see, here you can see can load vehicles on flatbed. Those types of open hulls are used to transport mechanisms, and mechanisms are kind of like your tower crane, or we have excavators for our construction offices, or bulldozers for creating roads. All this I will cover in the next episode. And finally we have refrigeration, and that imports meat. So what we actually need for this republic here is we are importing coal here. This was what we already produce here, so we are using distribution. Oh, or did we create a line? I believe we created a line, right? Yes, we did create a line so that we can unload there. But for the rest, we need chemicals for our water plant. We need food here, we need meat here, and we need food here, and as well as in the prison we need food. So we have some things to set up in order so that we can deliver all our supplies. So let's start. For the food, we need a covered hull. I'm going for the total capacity, and I'm not wanting to have a modded one. So all these, this one goes 62 kilometers an hour, and let's see if we have 70. This is the downloaded one. I'm looking for a faster one which can also transport crops, food, like 60 and 70, that's like 20 times as 20%, 25% faster around. This is 10, and this one was 7.2, 8.8. How about we go for this one? Because it's 70 or 80. Yes, I'm going for this one. So let's buy 2, I think. We need 1 refrigeration for the meat. This is a downloaded one. This is also going 60 kilometers an hour. It does transfer a lot of meat. Wow. Are we going for 60? I think I'm going for this one. Can we paint it another color? The red one for meat. Great. Why am I going for this one? Well, you can have here your meat storage. Here is 3 tons, and this can deliver 3 tons. And here our meat storage is even 1 ton, and here as well. So I'd rather go for a vehicle that's a little bit faster. And then we need for our chemicals, this one can also import chemicals. So how are we going to do this? We already have our exporting line set up, so I'm going to click add, and oh, the building is already assigned. Yes. Okay. So then we are saying here what do we want to load to? We want food, we want chemicals, we want clothes, and we want meat, and we want electronics. And where do we want to unload? Well, we want to unload some of it. Let's pause. Some of it here, some of it there, and some of it there. So let's go for 80% or 60%. I'm going to explain why 60 and why 80. Let's take a look at the prison. We have if you have your prisoners, they will mostly eat food and way less clothes. So what I usually do is around 80% of food and 20% clothes, and meat you can't change anything. So about that, we have I believe we had 8 tons. So if we put it at 60%, it will get pretty much of a full load. So it would be 40%, I think. So we're going to unload when it's 40%, and do this here as well. Let me do the math at a later point, because whenever I am recording, my mind goes foggy instantly. I can't find certain buttons anymore and things like this. So math and recording is not a very good option. I will put in the subtitles if my math is correct here. So if my math is correct, if we start loading at 40% of the 12 tons, or I was here, sorry, of the 12 tons, then it starts loading at no, it starts loading at 8. I want it to start loading at 8 ton. No, at 4 ton. You see? I'm cutting here. I want to start loading at 4 ton because I then can load a full load, which is 8 ton, and that I can get from the border. So this is this 40% at these settings are fine by me. So I'm going to add the same settings here. We're going to, you can also put it, if you click here, not there, here you can also put it like with your 70% food, 20% clothes, I meant 20, thank you. So, and then we put it like this here, and here I would also go, oh, Fanta, yes, 80 and 20, like so. Alright, so now we have our food, our clothes, electronics and our meat covered. We also need to add one for the chemicals for our water treatment plant. So how many chemicals can we store? 6 tons. So go at 40% as well. Let's do this. We probably need another covered hull because now we only have 2. I'm pressing play, and you see the first one, covered hull, has already recognized. Oh, I can load some food to the shopping center. I'm going to buy another one because this is not enough for all the tasks we have. So what did we have again? It is the MZ504 covered. 2? Let's buy 2 more. So you are going to get steel. You are going to get meat. And I think these are also, see, they have enough things to do. Food for the orphanage and things like this. So that being said, I'm going to speed this up a little bit, and see in a month where we are, and if we can turn off the auto buy, because if I turn it off now, the food will run out very soon. So see you in a month or something. So yeah, I figured out that these vehicles only carry 5 tons of food. So in my first math lesson, they would say don't compare apples with pears. Well, I did just that, but I could record it again, but I'm going to leave it in just so you can see that even with 2000 hours in, you still make silly mistakes. So we probably should have gone for other covered vehicles which can carry a little bit more food. Then again, we bought 4 of them, so we're pretty flexible, I think. You see, they are delivering. Oh, this is not. This is the wrong. They are delivering. The last 5 tons of food were delivered. I saw a chemical. Chemicals were being delivered. You see, this is a lot more. So we can kind of, I think, turn off chemicals as we speak. And this is also where you really need to take care of your roads in winter. Look at street jams or traffic jams and things like that, just because we are solely reliant here on the import of chemicals. So if we don't have chemicals, we don't have treated water, so there will be dirty water here. People get ill, and you know the whole chain reaction, which I've mentioned, I think, numerous times. So I also wanted to use this time to talk to you a little bit about the radio station and the TV station we put in 2 episodes ago. I was talking the other day on Discord, and this person said, well, your rating depends on the number of people working there. I was like, well, I'm going to use a small radio station and a small TV station, which is because the vanilla takes so many people. It's 100 or 150 for actors and 100 or 150 for staff. And that is in the beginning Republic so many people. It would transfer to 1200 people approximately just for your radio station and TV station. So we went for the smaller ones. But little did I know that it was so related to the number of people. And if we see here, we have a rating of 10%. And that is because of the number of people. If we would have had the vanilla one, this would be way higher because there is more people, and in the radio station it's even worse. For now I'm going to keep it in because I think the rating does mean we get a slight boost in our happiness. Up to you to build it as soon as I did, but my recommendation would be wait until your Republic is large enough, then build a radio station and then again later build a TV station. They both work for the entire Republic. So we're in July now, and our buses are sitting here. Maybe 1 or 2 buses are getting here, getting food for the shopping center, and here probably bringing us some meat. So it's going good, I think. So we can turn off auto import, which means if we put this up like so and so and so and so, and we do this for the prison as well, like so, and for our orphanage as well. No, go away. So now we are no longer auto buying. Oh, wait, here as well. Oh no, we already put this off. Turn this off. So we are no longer auto buying. So if there's a traffic jam or too much snow, you really need to take care of that. And in the next episode or the episode after that, I will also explain to you how to see where potential problems are and things like this. Let's look at the happiness. Happiness. We see it's declining a little bit. There's nothing we can do because they are provided with all food and things. What we could do to increase happiness is to add a pub here. The pub you can find here. That will increase your happiness, but also increase your alcohol addiction and increase some visits to the hospital. Maybe next episode we will build a pub, and then I'll show you what the difference is between having a pub and not having a pub. I've never done it because I don't know. I have to be the only one that drinks or something. No specific reason actually. So yeah, let's do this next time. Add a pub and see what the difference is in happiness after adding it. So this kind of concludes this episode. I hope you like this. After this episode, I think there's one episode about constructing your own buildings using your own or imported construction materials, and one about kind of rounding up everything, how to use the overlays, and we're going to add a pub and things like this. And then I want to conclude, and that's after I release this series, maybe a Q&A episode or something like this. I hope you like this. I really enjoy making this a lot. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.